Stitch Roadies. This is, I believe, the latest I've ever videoed a floss tube. Yes, it's been a full day. Let me just say that it's been a full day. On our continued quest to simplify and get control of our lives, we spent all day in the office. Going through paperwork, piles of mail. We are trying to save our children from having to do that down the line. So after we spent most of the day shredding and filing, we went out to dinner. Yes, we thought we deserved a treat. So we went out to dinner. And the place our family goes out to is a McMenamins, because we are all about McMenamins. And had a lovely dinner together, and now we're back. And I have decided that I needed to do this. I needed it because I have so much stitchy stuff going on in the next few days that it would be too long a video if I waited till it all had happened. Yeah, so here we are. I'm so happy, and it makes me feel good to be here with you. Let me just say, all is going well in our world. We continue to put one foot in front of the other. The editor is doing well. He is what appears to me almost back to normal, although I wish that he would just gain a little bit of weight. Yeah, just a little bit, yeah. Anywho, what have I got to share with you? It has been a whirlwind this week, and it's going to continue to be so in the next few days. There is stitchy goodness happening day after day, and I feel so blessed. So thank you for stopping by. If you are new, be prepared for the wild ride that it is. That is who we are here. And if you could be so kind as to give me a thumbs up. I'm a bit needy as an individual, and I'd like a subscription. If you would just subscribe to the channel, that would be great. So the highlight of my stitchy week was seeing my friend Hisuk and her husband. This is a couple who I have known on the internet only, in social media. And they are from Texas and were on a road trip on their motorcycle, trike motorcycle. It looked like a motorcycle to me, and you'll see some pictures at the end of us all together. There isn't a lot of room to pack stuff, though. You know, when you're doing a road trip across the country, and it is a fair amount of miles between Texas and Oregon, you can't do a lot of shopping. But she did bring her stitching along and included a fabulous gift for me, which, yes, so I love this because I am not a bag maker. I wish I was a bag maker. I have bag patterns, I have fabric, but there's just too many steps. So here's the bag she brought me. This little case, isn't that adorable? It has a handle on the top, and when you unzip it, and it's out of Jen Kingwell, who I consider a friend. I teach with her. Next month we'll be together probably. There's 2 additional pouches inside. So this is, the reason I love these things is because in my mind, I am a very organized person. But when it comes to these bags, I feel organized until I can't figure out which bag I organized my life into. And then there is that searching that goes on around here. But isn't this just lovely? I mean, Yeah. Awesome, awesome. And it was so, you know, when you get to cross paths with someone who for many years on both Stitch Roadies and Quilt Roadies you've conversed with, and you get to meet them in person, it's like you've always known them. You have always known them. And it was lovely talking to her and her husband. Just a highlight. And I continue this week to have some fun going on because tomorrow John and Jean, who I know on, he's the quilting grandpa, I know on social media again, are coming through Oregon, Portland, Oregon, and are stopping by Acorns and Threads, and it's Saturday Stitch Day, which makes it even more spectacular. So I get to meet them tomorrow, and then on Sunday is Mountain Stitchers, which is out in Sandy, Oregon. That was organized by Beth Twist of Heartstring Samplery, and it is another chance to gather together and stitch and encourage each other and cheer each other on. We are truly blessed in this area to have so many opportunities to stitch with each other. Yeah. So what has been going on in my Stitchy world? Well, let me just tell you. I had a finish. I did have a finish, and it is in my, this is my Punky Place binder. It has several, I don't know if she's still making them, but it has several pockets in it, and this is my Biscornu one. And I finished my Nebby Needle. The Nebby Needle Biscornu. I haven't fully finished it, mind you, but this is the Nebby Needle. And once I get it fully finished, then I will be passing that chart on. But isn't this got both of them stitched? And now I have to just put it together. Yeah. So that felt good to have us finish, because we have a lot of acquisitions in our life. So, yeah. Oh, dinner was so good. I had what's called a Mystic Burger. It's a vegan burger with Cajun tater tots. Yum. Yum. Okay, so next, what did I do next? I did have some progress. What did I do with it? I am looking around here. Yes, it is. Here it is. I had a little bit of progress on Put a Bird on It, Sal, which is a Quaker-inspired sampler that I'm doing with the Sunshine Stitchers, and it's this one here. And the way I'm stitching this is I'm going all around and leaving this for the end, and I'm using Mrs. Sadis's Oxide Silk, and I am in love. So I just finished this section right here, and it is, I mean, that thread, and I'm not being conscious about where the thread is. I'm just stitching, pulling it off the skein and stitching with it willy-nilly. And I love it. I love that there's no rhyme or reason. I am not spending a lot of time fretting about where color lies, because there's enough to fret about. At Thursday Stitch, when did I tell you I got to spend time with Hisuk? I just loved that. But it was a packed Thursday Stitch at Acorns and Threads, and we are so grateful to Janine, who is the proprietress of the Acorns and Threads needlework, and all the gals who work there, because it is such a lovely place to gather. I mean, It's, you hear that sigh? It just is wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and we are grateful to have that place to do that. But I was called on the carpet. Yeah, I know. Me. You know, I don't think I've been called on the carpet since second grade with Sister Theodosia. Yeah, I think. But anywho, my friend Connie said that I forgot to include a Sal in my last video in which I listed all the Sals. And I said, I did not. And no, I didn't say that, but my brain was saying that. And she said that I forgot to include the Sal that was her birthday Sal. And all of a sudden, I realized that was the absolute truth. And so I have one more Sal to add on my list, and that was this one here. It's just beautiful peacock pincushion, absolutely beautiful. And this is where I had left it off. I just totally forgot about it. It goes like this. Is it like this? Yes. Like this? Maybe like this? No. Anyway, it's beautiful colors. It's awesome. I am going to add it into my little Sal rotation because, let's see. Oh, and there's the, even the card is in here. Oh, yeah. Cottage Garden Sampling. Peacock. Oh my God, the card even says Connie's birthday Sal on it. Anyway. Yeah, 36 count. Okay. I get it. I screwed up. Yeah, so starting, let's see, I showed you my finish. I showed you my, I wanted to show you my progress because I absolutely love this, I absolutely love this book. I mean, if you don't have this book, I'm here to tell you, you won't regret it. Stitches in Red by Brenda Keyes. I mean, it is, I got this at Acorns and Threads, and every project in here is gorgeous, but I was drawn to start this project right here. I just love the saying of it. I love everything about it. And Janine helped me pick out the floss, which was Gloriana Poinsettia. And so I've got my border all in. And I started on the tree, but then Hisuk and her husband came, and I was all about spending time with her and didn't get much stitched. But when I get this done, I'm making it into a drum. Won't that be cute? I mean, true, it wasn't my idea, you know, but I'm claiming it, and I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful as a drum. So I made some progress on that. I've been making progress on my designated stitch, which is coming along, but boy, that's a big one. It's a big girl. So it's going to take me a bit of time. And I moved my one of my projects out of the bag it was in because, let me tell you, let me find it here. I bought a bag at Acorns and Threads because when we were at the beach retreat, Center Diamond was across the street, and you saw in a previous video we were all about the Center Diamond, and they had fabric that was like books. It was bookshelves. And Corey, who's the bag maker at Acorns and Threads, bought yardage of it. And I thought, I'm a quilter. I'm going to make my own bag. I want to make my own bag. And so I bought, you know, a half yard of each fabric. And then I got to Acorns and Threads and I saw Corey's bags, and she is just an extraordinary bag maker, and I love her bags because they stand up really nice. And so here's the bag. It's got books on it. Isn't it awesome? And what I put in it was the library sal that we're doing on Facebook, Acorns and Threads Facebook friends. And Tasha, who is our sal mentor, is the cheerleader for it. And it's a Beth twist. It's just, it's my favorite for the moment. Each stitch is my favorite for the moment, but you've got to love the very existence of libraries affords the best evidence that we may yet have hope for the future of humanity. Yeah, and my younger son is on the library board for the Portland libraries, so everything about this was screaming to me. But here I am. I've got all the words done. I'm working on the sides, and then I'm going to go down to that big flower that goes down here, you know. I love everything about this stitch. I love the fabric that was chosen. This is not the called for fabric, but Beth did pick this fabric out, and it's called Beach by Manny Dodonna, I think is what it is. And the colors of the floss, it's just so beautiful. And it even is more fun because it's in this library bag. Yeah. So I'm going to be showing up on Sunday at Mountain Stitchers with a library bag. Yeah. Next. What next? Let's see. I have coming up, and I have put it in my little Asian bag. See the little Asian kids in there? Yeah. This is the stitch that I'm going to be starting. I have a lot of starts this month. A lot of starts. Anyhow, I have, on Sunday, it is my mother's birthday. And in her honor, I am stitching this project. I cannot tell you how beautiful this project was hanging on the wall at the attic. I was blown away by it, and it has a very Asian feel to me, and I just love it. And so I kitted it all up. It's all in DMC, and the fabric is Lakeside Linen 40 count vintage buttercream. Oh, I mean, look at that. Yeah. So I'm going to be starting that on Sunday in honor of my mother, who, bless her little pea-picking heart, should have been the emperor of a small nation. Yes, and yeah, we used to joke about that all the time. Okay, so I'm looking down here. The other project that I kitted up was Plum Street, and it is in my Honeybee by That's So Kelly. I love her bags too. Plum Street Sampler, the Gather In, and I've got that all kitted up. The only change I'm going to do on this pattern is where it says Edna, Proprietress of the Gather Inn. I'm changing Edna to Anna because I want to be the proprietress. Oh, and I'll change the year because this says 2020. But I love this, and I want to have it going on the way going before I go to the attic in summer school, you know, because Paulette will be one of the featured instructors, so I thought, oh, I should have something going of hers. Yes. Okay, what are we going to talk about next? We are going to talk about acquisitions. Yes. My friend Julie has been bitten by the cracker virus. There is no immunization available currently for this particular virus, but it has gone across the social media world and cross-stitch. You cannot bring up each day Instagram without seeing a cracker on it. And it's kind of it's so interesting how this happens, where it's contagious. So everyone's doing them. Julie, she has made them all stand-ups, and I know that there are others that are changing some of their clothing. I mean, it's been very, very fun. But she has a whole little grouping and had started on her latest one. And I thought I had favorites already of, you know, because we know the crackers, and we all have our favorites and which ones we must have. But I had no idea how cute Clovis is. So it's this one. And she is adorable. And look at that little teapot. Now, I was not going to make my cracker stand up, but I might make her stand up because look at on the back, she holds a pair of scissors. Oh, she's a scissor holder. So I mean, sitting next to Julie and seeing her actually stitching that, I just fell in love with it. So I had to. Mama made me. And then I saw this on the internet, and yes, we do love our Gigi. I'm surprised my stitchy friend Sandy hasn't already started this, but I had to get it and get the fabric and get ready for it. So sometime in the near future, here we are. I mean, that all-seeing eye. Oh, and who doesn't want to be queen? And then I found, with the help of my friend Sarah, I found the perfect fabric. It's X-Jude Design linen, 36 count brown sand. I mean, it's, I'm here to tell you, it's gonna be awesome. I'm trying not to start this as we sit here because I want to start so many other things. And I think I need to just stop looking at Instagram, because that truly is where I fall down this gopher hole. I mean, someone, you know what I did? I saw a gopher hole coming from my neighbor's yard, and I stuffed my hose down there and turned the hose on. That's what someone needs to do, that, so that I don't keep getting charts. But someone on Instagram had just finished this, and again, I say, the photo won't do it justice, but I thought, I need to make this for a friend of mine. I mean, look at this. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. And this was a PDF download off of Robin Pickens cross stitch patterns. And naturally, because I was there, I saw this one and I thought, oh, Mama, help me. Because I had to, because it's not only a bee, it's a chubby bee. It's my people. Yeah. And, you know, I just, because I had to have a reason. So I was doing all this laundry. Yeah, because that's another thing. A little bit off track here, but that's the other thing that I've decided is that I may not have a gym membership anymore, and I may not have a regular workout schedule, but by gosh, I am going to look at my cleaning, folding, ironing, dishwashing, vacuuming, all of that stuff as my workout. And it has changed my whole attitude about having to clean a house. I mean, truly, it is because as I'm cleaning the house, I'm saying, oh, look at all the monthly fees I'm saving. Yes, I am. I'm saving the monthly fees to buy more cross stitch. But anyway, I was in my laundry room doing my own laundry, which I've done my whole life. I sound like I'm a princess, but no. I've done my laundry my whole life. And I thought, you know, I think I'm going to decorate this laundry room all bees. And I got excited. So this is going to be in the laundry room. I'm going to decorate it all bees. So I think that's the haul that I had, and it was enough. I am excited about it all, and I've got a lot in my plans, which I am very excited about. Oh, and let me just, oh, what did I do with that paper? Oh no, please. It was all, I wrote down some notes, and I wanted to, so I could be organized. Yeah, I wanted to be organized. So let me see where I put everything. It is all gonna be here because I had the winner. I had it written down. The winner of this bag. And, oh, it's in here. I'm so smart. Let me just say, I put it in the bag. Yeah. So the winner of this bag, this project bag, and the pattern, Jump Clump, is Paula Ragland 5917, and I will put the flyer at. I'll have the editor put the flyer at the end of the video. I'll try to remember to tell him. Yes, I will. But now let's just sit and chat a bit. Let's relax. I'll take a little sip. I have been. Of course, I don't know what I did. I know, I'm constantly looking, aren't I? I am constantly looking. Oh, there it is. Do I say that often? Oh, there it is. It's a glorious day. It's been a glorious day. It's going to be a glorious next 2 days. We had a couple of days where it was just cold and, you know, drizzly and, yeah. But the next 2 days are going to be glorious, and today was really nice. But I wanted to share with you my latest audiobook. And let me tell you, when the editor and I were cleaning out the office, you know, there's books all over this house. I come from a long history of books. My parents always had books everywhere, everywhere. And my younger son, yeah, I've said before, and he's on the library board now. I mean, really, we are all about the books. And so I do a variety of audio and hardcover books. It takes me, on a good day, with little traffic, it takes me almost 45 minutes to get to Acorns and Threads, so I'm always listening to books. And the traffic was so bad coming home the other day, because if I don't time it right, then I'm really stuck in traffic. Just to get across the river, because you know what I've said. Portland, 12 bridges. Yeah, 12 bridges. And it's always about this side of the river or that side of the river. Anyhow, currently, as recommended by a fellow stitcher, I am listening to Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man. And we have read the first book, so this is the second one, and it is equally entertaining. So I would definitely recommend that. I have a long list of books going on now, trying to keep up before they yank them back before I'm done. Then I have to request them again. And I have been also, of course, now I've lost that paper again. How can that happen? How does that happen? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, we're in control again. Yes, it is a calm, serene. If you want a calm, serene YouTube floss tube, go visit Jackie the Contented Stitcher. You will come away feeling, I know your blood pressure will be probably at least 5 to 10 ticks down. Not so here. Not so here. Anywho, I wanted to do a feature each time I did a floss tube about a particular floss tuber. You know, it is nice that we stay connected, and that if you have never heard of this person or that person that we talk about, that you let them know where you heard it, because it is a connected world, and we can encourage each other to keep putting one thread in front of the other. And this week, this is a regular watch for me. Pam stitching between the lines. I just love what she does. Now, we do not, and I preface this by saying, we do not stitch on the same types of projects for the most part. But that doesn't make it that doesn't matter. It's the meat of the floss tube. It's the heart of it that draws me to watch. It's not that I necessarily am going to go out and do the complicated stitching that she does, but I love listening to her, and she's in New York. And I about died when she said, at the beginning of her last video, she said, some of my work is pretty impressive. I loved that. I absolutely loved that, because if we cannot be our own cheerleaders, who can we depend on? Yes, I mean, I do know that I want thumbs up, but really, if I don't give myself a thumbs up, really? Yeah. So that was, I mean, she hooked me right at the beginning with that. Yeah. And then the temperature charts. So I've been thinking about it. It doesn't really scream at me at all or want to pull me in, but I know several people are doing them. But Pam's temperature charts are birds on a line, and that kind of is intriguing. That kind of is intriguing. So go give her a watch. So I did subscribe this week, and I don't, I could have swore I was already subscribed, but I noticed, and sometimes because I have two different emails, sometimes I think I'm subscribed under one email, but if I'm in, whatever. Anywho, I did hit the subscription button again on Mrs. Jones Stitches, and she's younger. I love that she's younger. She's a mom raising kids. I love that. And I loved her co-host in her last video. I mean, he was adorable, absolutely adorable. And so I would definitely check her out. And I finished all the seasons of Father Brown. We've watched all the seasons of Father Brown, and so we're now onto the Murders in Provence. We're big BritBox fans. And then last night we watched Accountant 2. It's violent. I would have to say that I would give it a thumbs up, but it took me probably a fourth of the way into the movie to know what the heck was going on. Yeah, I didn't really know what was going on at the beginning, but I did love the interaction of the two brothers, because they are so different, as you would expect from two brothers, but one seemed a little neurodivergent and the other was like over it. He didn't quite understand his brother, but it was, I can't even remember the guy's name who's the main actor. But anyway, we watched the whole thing and watched it till the end, and it ended well. Yeah, it ended well. So that was a good thing. Okay, so I will be back again with absolutely more news, because I will have seen my friends Jean and John, and I'll have gone to Mountain Stitchers, and I'll have had some starts by next time. So I hope that you are all doing well, and that you're stitching, that you're getting outside. If on your side of the world it is getting sunny, and if you're stoking the fire in the fireplace, if it's getting colder, just keep stitching. And I love you guys.